peeps, how's it going? Real quick before we hop into the video, thank you guys so much for 1,000 subs. Currently at the upload time of this video, it is at 999. So I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. And this is gonna be kind of weird, or I don't know how you want to say it. I'm just gonna skip. Fuck that. Follow me on social media right now, okay? Big opportunity here. I don't necessarily want to just do a live stream, because I really don't have great turnouts for that. My videos really do well over time. So right now, follow me on social media, preferably Instagram and Twitter. And then I have 2 posts on Instagram and Twitter. Comment on anything. Even comment down on this video right now. Anything. Questions preferably. If you want to get my opinion on something. I plan on doing a 1K special, just answering your guys' questions. So if you want to be featured in that, comment down below. Comment on Instagram and Twitter, and I'll put you guys in the video. I plan on doing all of them. So I don't know, the video could be 3 minutes. It could be 30. So depending on how well the turnout for all that is, it should be good. But I've rambled on this for enough. Let's talk about today's topic.
Are you ready?
This video already is going to be jumping all over the place, because usually when I game plan for a video, I kind of have a certain like groove or plots I want to get to and talk about. This one's just going to be all over the place. We're talking Detroit Lions today, for those of you who can't tell by the thumbnail and the title of the video. And it's really about the future of this team, because we're close. And it may not look like it, but we are close. And I think priority number 1 next year, because I don't think you can do it right now, is get rid of Ezekiel Ansah. I'm not sure how the franchise tag works. I don't know if you can trade somebody on that. But you wasted $17 million on this guy to do nothing. And like Le'Veon Bell, since he hasn't showed up to camp yet, he doesn't get paid. But Ansah's on IR, so he's getting paid $17 million to not do anything because he's hurt. You got to get someone to pair up with Snacks, because even though time of this upload, he's only played his first game here, he's going to be good for us. He's already proved that he can help us stop the run. So since you're going to be doing the 3-4, you need to get 2 edge pass rushers on there. And then when it's the 3rd down, you take Snacks out and you get a defensive tackle up there that's going to be a pass rusher. And this thing could work. I think Snacks is going to help Jared Davis out a lot. Those two are going to intertwine with one another, because this is going to help the linebackers. Because the 3-4 really focuses on the linebackers, for those of you who don't really know what a 3-4 is. And Davis is going to have a breakout season next year. That's my early prediction. He's already having a great season this year. He really jumped up from last year. Option number, or I guess fixer number 2, if that's what you want to call it, is getting Abdullah out of here. Cut the guy. Pay him money and get him out of here. You can't trade him because nobody wants him. We've tried and tried and tried to make him work. It just doesn't work. He's just too fumble prone. Oh, excuse me. I couldn't even say that without throwing up. He's every time we give him opportunity, we give him the exact same amount of opportunities we give Kerryon Johnson. And Kerryon Johnson has already proven himself to be the future star of Detroit. Abdullah just can't handle the pressure. He can't even handle the ball. He just fumbles it. It's like the ball and him have like a bad history, and he's just scared to hurt the ball or so. I don't know. I'm sure there's a funnier joke out there. I couldn't think of anything. So Abdullah needs to go. He killed the game for us this last week again. This is the Seattle game. depending on when you're watching the video. That fumble cost us. It took the motivation and basically the wind out of the team. We just need a solid tight end. We got some good run blocking ones, and I really want to see Robert turn into this next receiver tight end guy, if that's what you want to call it. But that's kind of what Stafford likes to go to, especially when his receivers are covered. Because as of right now, we haven't re-signed Tate. So I don't really know what his future with this team is. So that's up in the air. And if we and he don't come to a term and agree to it, you're going to have Marvin Jones and Kenny Galladay as your two main receivers, which that's a solid receiving pair. But Stafford is going to need a tight end target. You watch him when he played with Megatron and Nate Burleson. He had Brandon Pettigrew. And again, Pettigrew's problem was he dropped passes and fumbled. So we moved on from Pettigrew. We got Ebron. Ebron couldn't catch the ball to save his life, and now he's having a great season. I don't know if it was just coaching or what have you, but Stafford really needs a tight end to be successful. And that's really a good compliment for a good quarterback. You look at all the great players throughout history, especially at quarterback position, usually have a decent tight end. You got Brady and Gronk. They connect well with one another. You had Drew Brees and Jimmy Graham. And Jimmy Graham's kind of fallen off since leaving New Orleans. But, I mean, that's just the chemistry that they had together. They're on the same page or whatever. And then you watch Peyton Manning. He turned Julius Thomas into a name, which he just kind of faded out after he left, or I guess Brady, or yikes, Manning retired. So that's going to help Stafford out, because you got the right tight ends to run. They do an excellent job blocking and creating space. Offensive line, I just think needs more chemistry. I think we got the right players. They just need to learn the system better. All the different block coverages and all that stuff, that will be better next year. They got significantly better as the years gone on. Just the offense, I really like. The real main problem with the offense is Jim Bob Cooter still. He shows flashes of greatness, and then he calls some bum plays. It doesn't make any sense. It's like he's asking Madden why he's playing out there. Some of the plays work, and some of them they're so predictable. So let's switch back to the defensive side here. You really need to get, what's the word I'm looking for? Identity on defense. We really don't do anything well. You look at Seattle when they had a great defense, and you weren't passing against them. You look at the old Bears team, you're not running against them. You really got to set that tone of what you really want to do. We need some run stopping help. That's a must. I like our pass rush. We're leading the league, or we were at the time of this video, leading the league in sacks, just from the coverage scheme. The secondary does a great job most of the time staying with their men, keeping them as closely guarded as humanly possible. I think we're a corner away from pairing up with Slay from really taking off. I won't be surprised if we draft another safety, a young safety for Glover Quinn to kind of train, if you would. Because I'm not sure how much longer he's got. He's kind of losing a step up there. It's kind of visible. You can see it. He's not bad where he's not going to start, but I mean he's not what he was. But really, the premise on defense is getting that defensive line built and getting the linebackers that will fit that. I really like Kennard. I like Jared Davis. Those guys are pretty solid, and they got a lot of potential. You just got to find two more to pair up with them that are going to fit well, which it's all easier said than done. I trust Bob Quinn to do what's right. Hasn't let me down so far. So this is kind of a weird video. I don't really know what to call it. I I guess it's kind of like a 2019-2020 prediction or talk or something. I don't know what you want to call it. But thank you guys for watching. Comment down below your questions from earlier. Comment down below how you're feeling about the Lions. I just really think that this year's kind of the preseason for Patricia, getting his feet wet in the NFL, and next year will take off. Next year's really the real season you can judge this team. Do I think the Lions can make the playoffs this year? Of course I do. I'm overly optimistic about this team. The NFC North is still wide open. Both the Packers and the Bears are still losing. Or not the Bears. Yikes. The Packers and the Vikings lost as of right now. They got potential to make the playoffs, but I don't know if it's going to happen. They have a really tough schedule for the rest of this season, so we'll see where that goes. But enough rambling on. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one.